In 2024, the country experienced several pivotal political events that significantly influenced its national landscape. Among them is the introduction of the Finance Bill 2024 in May, which sparked widespread civil unrest as citizens protested against proposed tax hike and economic policies. The situation escalated in June 25th when demonstrators stormed parliament, leading to violent confrontation and property damage. This was such a defining moment that influenced how the political game will be played going forward. As we wrap up the year, let's look at other key political events that will forever remain etched into Kenya's memories. Number 1. Finance Bill 2024. In May 2024, the Kenya Kwanza government introduced the Finance Bill 2024, proposing several additional tax hikes to increase revenue. This move sparked widespread public outcry, with citizens expressing concerns over the economic burden, despite calls for members of parliament to reject the bill. The House, dominated by pro-government MPs, discussed and approved the bill amid days of Gen Z-led protest. Number 2. Gen Z protest. As Parliament continued deliberating the controversial finance bill, Kenyans, mostly led by the young generation, decided to make their voices heard, utilizing digital tools to organize, coordinate, finance, and execute countrywide protest. From Nairobi to Mombasa, Kisumu to Nyeri, Kericho to Isiolo, and the whole country, citizens took to the street demanding economic reforms. The protests were marked by clashes between demonstrators and security forces, resulting in numerous injuries and death of over 50 people. In response to the escalating protest, President William Ruto withdrew the finance bill in June, a decision seen as cessation to public pressure and a move to quell the growing unrest. The withdrawal was welcomed by many as a victory for people's power and civil engagement. Number 3. Cabinet reshuffle. During the countrywide protest, another complaint was the performance of the cabinet secretaries, with some being accused of underperformance and corruption. After the situation calmed down, President Ruto announced the dismissal of nearly his entire cabinet on July 11, retaining only the foreign minister, Musalia Mudavadi. This decision aimed to address public grievances and pave the way for the formation of a broad-based government that would include opposition figures. Number 4. Formation of a broad-based government. Following the cabinet reshuffle, President Ruto initiated consultation to incorporate Azimio leaders into his administration. By late July 2024, he had appointed 4 members from the main opposition party, the Orange Democratic Movement (ODM), to key cabinet positions. MPs John Mbadi and Opiyo Wandayi were given treasury and energy dockets respectively, while former governors Wycliffe Oparanya and Hassan Joho occupied cooperatives and mining ministries. This strategic move was intended to foster national unity and enhance the governance legitimacy by broadening its political base. However, the inclusion of opposition figures did not entirely quell public dissent. Protests persisted, with the demonstrators demanding more substantial reforms and expressing skepticism about the government's commitment to addressing their concerns. Number 5. Adani deal exposed. Nelson Amenya, a Kenyan MBA student, played a pivotal role in uncovering a clandestine agreement between the government and the Indians Adani Group. Through credible sources with government departments, Amenya obtained documents revealing plans to hand over control of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to Adani without competitive bidding. His revelation sparked months of public outcry and debates, putting the government under scrutiny over integrity of such deals. In November, the controversy around Adani was further compounded by the US government indictments against Adani Group founder. President Ruto therefore cancelled the proposed agreement, including a $736 million USD energy project and the airport expansion plan. Ruto cited a new information from investigative agencies as a basis of these cancellations. Number 6. Impeachment of DP Rigathi Gachagua. In September, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua faced impeachment proceedings over allegations of corruption and the abuse of office. The monthly-long process faced opposition from Gachagua's support-based, mostly Central Kenya region, with citizens displaying their anger by jeering leaders supporting the initiative. After weeks of debate, the National Assembly voted in favor of the impeachment later upheld the Senate, sealing the truthful man's fate, his removal from the office. Number 7. Appointment of the new Deputy President. Following Gachagwa's impeachment, President Ruto appointed former Interior CS Kithure Kindiki as the new Deputy President. This didn't come without its drama, as Gachagua and his allies rushed to court to try to stop the appointment. However, the court dismissed his prayers, urging that the constitution didn't foresee a prolonged vacancy in the office of the Deputy President, hence the need for speedy replacement. Number 8. Raila's AUC bid. As new leader Raila Odinga's alliance with President William Ruto led to the launch of his bid for the African Union chairmanship with the government support, Raila has been traversing the continent seeking support from different countries during the February 2025 elections. Apart from facing opposition from some Kenyans who are unhappy with his association with the government, he also faces an uphill task of defeating Djibouti's Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. Number 9. Death of General Francis Ogola. On April 18, 2024, General Francis Ogola, the Chief of Defense Forces, tragically died in a helicopter crash in Elgeyo Marakwet County. His death was a significant loss for the military and the nation, leading to a period of mourning and the reflection on national security protocols. Number 10. Human rights concerns and abductions. Throughout 2024, human rights organizations reported serious abuses by Kenyan security officers, including extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances. The situation worsened after the June protest, as activists and netizens who have been vocal against the government have been facing frequent abductions, some going missing and appearing after days of torture, while others are yet to be traced. The authorities have been accused of failing to ensure accountability for these abuses, including by failing to investigate and prosecute police officers implicated of the use of excess force during the protest.